I do. I do.
You know, I've lived by it. My kids have lived by it. And it's good to know that you actually remember those words, man.
Yes.
You know,
Diligence with persistence for excellence is
that's true,
something
man.
that I certainly strive for, you strive for. And ladies and gentlemen, if God forbid you're in an accident, you sure as hell want your attorney striving for excellence. And if you want an attorney that's going to strive for excellence, that has proven himself to have striven, if that's a word, for
Yeah.
excellence, then
Yeah.
you've turned to the right station, you've turned to the right show, you've turned to the right attorney. My name is Adam Handler. Of course, they call me the case handler, and I am by far the longest running, most celebrated, most successful, and most reliable attorney broadcasting on any Caribbean radio station and beyond.
And that is absolutely true. You know, ladies and gentlemen, once again, that's Adam Handler, the voice of the man that has settled over $300 million for his clients. Can you imagine that? Over $300 million for his clients, ladies and gentlemen. And when we say settle that, I mean in accident cases. And I'm going to have him expound, on that. And Adam, I know sometimes you wonder, why is it Squeeze keep repeating certain things over and over? But a wise man once told you what?
Repetition, repetition, repetition.
Thank you so much. So let's continue with repetition, repetition, repetition. What kind of cases do you handle? And be very specific. To be honest
Yeah.
with you, people, my favorite kind of cases for Adam Handler is construction cases. But Adam, why don't you expound more, not only on the construction cases,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
the other
I don't have a favorite type. I find them all to be very, very interesting, especially knowing that I'm representing an individual that will never get another chance to come back to court. Will never get another chance to file that workers' compensation claim. We'll never get another chance to file the injury claim with the insurance company. So we obviously take each case, no matter what it is, very, very seriously. But, we've handled many types of cases over the course of my career. But primarily, we have, of course, automobile accidents. That could be pedestrian, passenger, driver. We have workplace accidents, which can be a construction site accident, which could be, you're a home health attendant and you're working in somebody's apartment building. It could be that you're an Amazon driver and you're delivering packages. And then, of course, we have the premises liability cases. You're on somebody's property for either private or public reasons. You're walking down the street, walking on the sidewalk, in a supermarket, and you're injured. Those are all cases that we've handled. Of course, if you've been hurt through the fault of somebody else, and we can prove the accident happened, and we can prove that you have some sort of injury that's worthy of compensation, then you get the money. And you get the money regardless of who you are, where you're from, what you're doing here, whether you're from Malaysia, Mexico, or the moon. Your immigration status has no bearing on your ability to recover money for your time out of work, recover money for your pain and suffering, and of course your medical bills. So it's all about knowing the case handlers out there, having my number saved, knowing where to find me on the internet, on Google, on ChatGPT. Again, I've been doing this a very, very long time, and by now most of you know who I am, and of course you know what I do. But I'll give out my phone number a couple of times. Lock it in your phone, save it. Save it for an emergency for you, somebody that you care about. A lot of times people say, "Oh, I'm so glad I saved your number because my friend needed it. I'm so glad I saved your number because my coworker needed it." So you're not just saving it for a benefit for you, you're saving it for a benefit of people that you may care about. My phone number is 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. 844-774-3529. That's the number for yours truly, Adam Handler, the case handler. And I had somebody ask me this morning, she came in with a new accident case and she heard me on this radio station. So thank you all for that. And she's like, how do you do this show every day? How do you have the end? And I've done hundreds, I've done thousands of shows. And it's just part of my daily routine. And as Squeeze just said before, repetition, repetition, repetition. I am dedicated to this community. I am dedicated to the work I do, and I'm dedicated to helping individuals that need my help when it comes to an accident case. So even though, yeah, I'd probably like to be outside taking a walk right now, grabbing a coffee, it's important that I connect with this community. It's important that I connect with this audience just to remind you that I'm out there, give you my information, and just sit back and wait for somebody to give me a call if, God forbid, disaster strikes.
Absolutely. Once again, folks, if you're just joining us, my name is David Squeezaniki, and I'm the loudest voice to the Caribbean community, the loudest voice of the Caribbean community. And I dubbed myself that individual with that voice because I do enjoy sharing information with the Caribbean community that can actually help them. And the reason for that is because we are immigrants. And when we come here, we don't have knowledge of everything that we need to know. And that can create some problems. So I associate myself with professionals like Adam Handler, who have done a magnificent and phenomenal job over the past 22 years when it comes to accident cases. And I love the way he treats his clients. And I know I am extremely repetitive with that. And I will not stop. I am the repeat God. Yeah. And you better get used to it, listeners. I am that repeat God. So right now I'm going to repeat the most powerful phone number you can actually have. God forbid you get hurt in an accident. God forbid your family member gets hurt in an accident. God forbid your, did I say friend? Friend, foe gets hurt in an accident. You ready? The number is 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. The number that you're actually locking in your phone is the direct number for Adam's office. Once again, God forbid you get into that accident. Let's go to the stage right now and see what Adam's got, okay, to share with people. All right, go to the stage.
I was actually just watching a what's it called? Not a TED Talk. It's like I was just watching this thing on YouTube about social media for lawyers, and it just put me in the mood. I'm so very proud of my platform online, and my sidekick to this all has been Ruthie. She's been with me since the inception of the Case Handler. Actually helped me trademark the Case Handler, and what we've built together has been nothing short of incredible, with the way she's able to project to the world how we practice here. So if you just Google the Case Handler, you are connected to my 5-star Google reviews, 210 of them, 5 stars across the board. My beautiful website, my firm's website, my Instagram, my Facebook, my LinkedIn, my TikTok. It's been an amazing ride, and I love this aspect of my marketing campaign because you can see with your own very eyes the exceptional legal work I've done for the people that have counted on me. Lawyers are very good advocates at telling you how good their case is, or how good their law firm is. But I'm showing you how great I truly am, and that's something I'm proud of. So this show allows me to connect directly or almost directly with the audience, just so you kind of get a sense of my being. But my online presence really, really hammers it home. So I do ask if you can safely do so now or later, just check out the Case Handler. Follow and like my pages on social media. You can send me direct messages. You can see what's been going on with the practice. You can see real life testimonials, real life people with real life accidents, real life injuries, and of course, real life results, Squeeze. So before I bounce, I just want to say thank you, for giving me years and years of content. We've done some great things together, and we'll continue to do great things for those individuals that need our help.
Okay, wonderful. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in right here. Definitely. My name is David Squeezaniki here with Adam Handler, the Case Handler. And much respect to each and everyone for locking it in and taking care of us. Once again, reach out to us at 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. 3529. That's 844-774-3529. Make sure you reach out to us. Make sure you link us up and lock it in. God forbid you get hurt in an accident. We want for you to have the right individuals, because you've got one chance, one choice, and there is only one case handler. Keep it locked right here, obviously, on this station. Link Up Radio, linkupradio.com. Make sure you download the app. Adam, thank you so much, man. We'll
Thanks,
catch
bro.
you soon. All right? Definitely. Great. There you go, folks. Adam Handler right here on, of course,